The Insiders Episode 5. The Grand Illusion. Previously on The Insiders, Bran Beta, once a proud wave messenger, now limps through the Alex in exile, bruised, bandaged, and barely trusted. After a near-fatal mishap in L3 station, he avoided permanent discharge thanks to Tiger's relentless loyalty, Roxy's quiet influence, and Miss Cripps' unexpected intervention. Cropper's vendetta still looms, and Nora's motives are unclear. In this episode, ever wonder what happens when the world gives you a second chance you don't think you deserve? In the depths of the Alex, Bran stands at a crossroads. Reinstated but reeling, the newly reappointed Beta wave leader finds himself drowning in doubt as destruction surrounds him. How do you lead when you've spent so long learning to follow? How do you stand tall when your instinct is to hide? The patterns that once protected him now threaten to become his prison. Sometimes the heaviest chains are the ones we forge ourselves. Will Bran find refuge, or something more valuable, the courage to break free? Armed with a yellow glove and a flicker of something like resolve, Bran faces new scrutiny from the bridge. The ship's systems are breaking. So is the story he's told himself. And someone, somewhere, is watching closely. Insiders Episode 5, The Grand Illusion. Bran's tendrils twitched beneath his yellow glove as the silence stretched. The soft hum of Meeting Room 4's environmental systems felt deafening. Captain Higgs studied her datapad, her expression carved from stone. Across the polished table, wave leaders exchanged glances. Delta shifted uncomfortably in his chair while Albie's pen scratched across paper with mechanical precision. The sound made Bran's teeth ache. A message tube whooshed past the window, its occupant a silver blur. The sight triggered memories of countless deliveries, of freedom in the tubes, before his exile, before everything changed. Miss Cripps' cane tapped against the floor, each strike like a hammer blow. Her obsidian feathers caught the light as she leaned forward, eyes narrowed. Beside her, Cropper's beak curved in a barely concealed smirk. Tiger's tiny form radiated support from 2 seats away, but even her presence couldn't ease the knot in Bran's stomach. He forced himself to breathe slowly, fighting the urge to fidget or bolt from the room. The flexishell walls pulsed in sync with the Alex's systems, their gentle rhythm at odds with the crackling tension that filled the space between heartbeats. Captain Higgs set down her datapad with deliberate care. Bran's pulse quickened as her dark eyes met his across the gleaming table surface. "There's wisdom in your observations, Bran." Her rich voice filled the room. But as scripture reminds us, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The words settled like lead in Bran's stomach. He'd heard Proverbs 14 verse 12 before, but never had it felt so personally directed. His tendrils twitched beneath the yellow glove. We must weigh all possibilities carefully. Higgs's gaze swept the room, commanding attention. A hasty response could endanger the Alex further. Yet inaction carries its own risks. Bran watched her fingers drum once on the table's surface, the only outward sign of the weight of command she carried. The flexishell walls seemed to pulse in time with his racing thoughts as he waited for her verdict. Bran's heart hammered as Captain Higgs rose from her chair, her presence commanding the room's attention. Thank you for joining us for this Difference Makers Season 1 episode preview. We're excited to bring you this episode preview thanks to the incredible support of partners like you. Are you ready to make a difference? Become a paid subscriber today. Join Bran and the crew of the Alex as they navigate through the mysteries of their universe, facing challenges that will test their courage, faith, and determination. As a premium member, you'll enjoy immediate access to every thrilling episode and gain exclusive insight with mad coaching habits. Click upgrade below to join us and become a real difference maker.